Chapter number 5, Separation of Substances, Standard 6, Science. Hello student, myself Santosh Rajput, and today we are going to study about separation of substance, chapter number 5, right? So let's start it. This chapter is a continuation of a previous chapter where you learn to group things, right? In this chapter you will learn to separate compounds of mixture. In the nature, very few substances occur in their pure form. Most of substances are found mixed with the other substances. To obtain pure substance, we need to separate these mixture. We use many methods to do this depending on the difference in the properties of this substance, right? So we are going to learn how to separate the substance from each other, right? So pure substance, any substance which is made up of only one kind of particles is called pure substance. For example, iron, silver, water, oxygen taken separately are pure substance, right? Mixture, when two or more pure substances are mixed together in such way that each component retain its properties, we call it mixture. For example, air is a mixture of many gases, dust particles and water vapors. Sugar solution is a mixture of a sugar and water. Brass is a mixture of copper and zinc, and the amount of each component in a mixture can vary, right? So can vary means air is a mixture of many gases and there is a variation in that. Oxygen 21%, as we know, 78% of nitrogen, right? So rest of the all gases. So these carbon dioxide, as for example carbon dioxide varying, right, the amount of carbon dioxide because of pollution. So any component can vary. Sugar solution, sugar can be less or more, water can be less or more, like that. Here, activity 1. Take two beakers A and B, fill each of them with the 200 ml of water. To beaker A, add 2 spoonful of salt, and to beaker B, add 4 spoonful of salt. Stir and observe them carefully. Are you able to find out any difference between them? They look the same, although their composition are different. They are both salt solution. We can say that salt solution is a mixture, as the amount of salt and water in it can be different, right? So we added a different amount in both, but they are looking the same. So both contain amount of solute solute and solvent different, right? So they are the mixture, right? Here, perhaps need for separation. Why we need a separation, right? Perhaps you eat namkeen and mixture containing a groundnut. Some of you who like groundnuts would pick them out and eat them first. Those of you who don't like them would pick them out and keep them separately. In both the case, you are separating one component from the mixture to make it more suitable to your taste, right? Guys, can you do this very often, right? Because when you don't like the groundnut that is mixed in the namkeen, you separate it, right? A mixture may contains two or more substance in any ratio. These substances are called component of mixture. We may need to separate component of mixture for various reasons, such as to remove the undesirable or harmful component. For example, small pieces of stone and unwanted seed grains are removed from rice and pulses before cooking, right? To remove the impurities, as obtain pure sample of substance. Pure substance are needed in medicines, research, industrial, and also in daily use. Third one, to separate useful components of mixture so that the component can be properly used. For example, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc., right? All useful components of crude petroleum and need to be separated, right? So all are petrol components and they are separated from the petroleum, right? Components of crude petroleum when we get from the earth crust, right? So we are separate and make them in use, different use. So impurities here, impurities can be separated, right? If substance, why we need those? Because overall means to say that if we have impurities in the substance, so we can separate impurities from the substance and make it pure, and pure materials can be utilized. Okay, so here is the process of deliberately mixing food materials with cheap, unwanted, harmful things is called food adulteration, right? It is lead to many health hazards. For example, uh, uh, on the ration shop, right, in the ration shop, a shopkeeper mixes white color stones in the rice, right, yellow color stones, and in many of grains, right? These are harmful for us, because when we eat them they are going into the stomach, and it can hazard our health. It can be hazardous for our health, right? Here, methods of separation. So which are the method? The components of a mixture can be separated by the simple physical method. The choice of method is based on the difference in properties of component of mixture. To choose a suitable method for separation, we should find a property of a component to be separated which is a different from that of other components, right? So first method is hand picking. Have you seen your mother picking the stones from the rice, right, before she cooked, right? You must have noticed your mother picking up a small piece of stones, husk and chaff from the rice and dal before cooking them. This method of cleaning food is called hand picking. It is used when the mixture contains solid or different colors, shape or size. It is used only when the component which has to be separated is present in a small quantity, for a small quantity, right? Because they are in a small quantity, so hand picking is suitable for that. Threshing. You have been given a second method is threshing. You have been given a bunch of grapes and bundle of wheat stalk. How will you separate the stalk in both the case, right? Let's see it. So in the first case, it is easy for you to remove stalk from the grapes, but in the second case, wheat seeds are so small that is not easy to remove their stalk, right? Then how does the farmer separate the stalk from the grains? He used a method called threshing. The farmer makes bundle of grains stalk and keeps them in the sun to dry up. After that, he beats them against a slab of stone to remove the grains, right? Nowadays threshing is done with the help of machine called threshers, right? This is the threshing, right? And nowadays machines introduce that threshing we can do easily. Threshing, here you can see that this is a threshing. In the old method we are beating all here you can see that grain stalk, bundles of grain stalk beating on the stones, right? And this is the old method. Now threshing, this is done by the threshing in present. So it is renewed now. Winnowing. After a threshing, farmer use this method of remove husk and chaff from the grains. Winnowing is based on the property that grains are heavier than the husk and hay. This method is used when there is a difference in weight of a component of a mixture. Here, heavier and lighter components are separated by the winds by blowing air. For example, a separate wheat grains from the husk and hay. Farmer drops the mixture from high, and the lighter husk and hay are carried by the wind, and from the heap a small distance away, the wheat grains being heavier fall almost vertically to the to form a separate heap, as you can see here, right, in the picture. What's she doing? Winnowing, right? Winnowing, separating the lighter material from the heaviest seeds, right? So this method, on old days, these methods are adopted by the peoples, right, to separate the hay and husk from the seeds, right? This is called winnowing. Okay, that's all we have for the day. Thank you very much.